Man, I was talking to him 2 days before he got murdered. He was involved in some beef down there in Louisiana, and I wanted him to come with me to a show I had in Memphis at the time, but he didn't answer his phone when I hit him up, and I didn't want to seem like I was bothering him, right? But I was like, man, get out the city, man. Come with me for the weekend. Let me just pour into you, bro. And he ain't come with me to that show. He got murdered before I could make it back home. You know what I mean?
I hate to start off with such a punch in the mouth, but it is that serious for me. And it should be that serious for you. I wanted to dive into this conversation between D1 and the Breakfast Club staff, specifically a conversation, we're about to dive into it. Jess Hilarious talks about her son, and I want you guys to hear this because apparently I don't have enough subscribers for you all to actually pay attention to what I'm going to say. So let's listen to the infamous Jess Hilarious.
And what could you tell, like, my black son? He's 11 years old, right? And what I noticed about him is...
Listen.
You know, he lives between me, my mother, and his father. So that's 3 different households, you know, because what I do and what his dad does, you know, I'm always on the road. I live in New Jersey now. He's between here and Baltimore, and then his dad, total different household. He has siblings there. I don't have other children yet. I'm pregnant right now, but it's different households. So it's different things that I don't allow him to do that his dad may allow him to do that my mom don't. So he's listening to gospel when you were her down. That's not what he want to listen to. He was listening to NBA Youngboy in school and stuff like that. And I noticed.
Hey y'all, real quick, if you're here, you're family. I call it Team Green-Ellis. So I want you to join Team Green-Ellis below. It's completely free. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and that thumbs up so you can stay in the loop with all things Team Green-Ellis. All right, let's get back into the video.
A mood change, you know, not to, you know, shit on NBA Youngboy or anything like that, because he has things that he's going through as well, and he makes that very known. But my son's mood.
Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Jess Hilarious for number one, being an awesome parent and paying attention to her child's demeanor and not being unaware and not being negligent. And actually, she's about to say, engaging in dialogue and in conversation to provoke thoughts with her 11-year-old. You need to do it because the music is influencing them. It absolutely is not just music. Here we go. It's not, anyway, let me not go off on a tangent. The second thing that I want to shout out Jess Hilarious on is, it was very, very subtle. If you weren't paying attention, you may have missed it. She still acknowledged the fact that NBA Youngboy, a rapper, and I don't know much about him, that she acknowledged that he goes through stuff, and apparently it comes out in his music. I don't listen to it. But, y'all, if you're making this type of music, man, listen. Look at the result of what comes from the art that you're producing. You are indeed an artist. You are gifted. You're talented. I believe that you have that gift for a reason. It's not just for money. Anyway, shout out to Jess Hilarious for acknowledging the rapper as well. One of the things that I never ever want to do is get in a place where I'm dishonoring people regardless of what choices they make. What I want to deal with is, specifically on this topic that I've been kind of going in about for the past couple of weeks, is the influence that it has on our babies. Y'all know I got a heart for them, man. I got a heart for the future, and everybody has an influence. And so we have to be cautious, particular, and protect what's influencing them, or protect them from what's influencing them. Let's finish off with listening to Jess. This video is going to be quick.
Mood will change. He'll get, like, down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he loves to listen to him, right? Now, I
listen closely. Listen closely.
To all types of things. I'll have him listen to my son know Marvin Gaye songs. He knows Anita Baker. Like, he knows so many different, because it's different. I listen to rap. I listen from everything to rap, rhythm and blues, rock, all of that. Right. But I notice how it's a change. It is. It's a mood, and influence from music is.
Do you notice? Do you pay attention at all what the music is doing, how it's influencing your child? Do you take the time to pay attention? Shout out to Jess. This is huge. Do you take the time to pay attention? And she's about to say something so powerful. She's about to take it to another level. Listen closely.
Very impactful, because my son just goes into a different mood when he listens to, like, Juice World and NBA YoungBoy, and I'm like, why are you listening to that?
Come on.
Listen.
Like it. I'm like, can you understand what they saying? No, not like that.
Not like that.
But he understands some of that stuff, and it puts him in a different mood. You get.
So listen. D1 is actually about to break it down really well. But I just want to give kudos to Jess on this, man, for being an awesome parent and paying attention and engaging in dialogue with her baby. Y'all, do you know that engaging in dialogue is a form of learning? Come on, man. Don't expect for the people that you send your child to at school to do what you're supposed to do. Yes, they should do their job. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have a responsibility as well. What they're learning and what's being built in them character-wise while they're in school, from however long they're in school, should be enhanced, rather, or should be being built on what you've already put inside of them, if that makes sense. And then here's the last part that I really want to illuminate for the sake of this video here, y'all.
It literally changes your mood. You know, it's life and death in the power of the tongue.
Listen
That's
closely.
Proverbs 18 and 21. It don't say.
Now, y'all hate the Bible. I don't know why. Y'all hate the Bible, but there's a reason that it is the greatest selling book of all time. Just saying. And you can take the spirituality out of it. Take the saying for what it is. Death and life lies in or is encapsulated in what you say. Like, what you say has an effect on what you see, what you sense, what you feel. It absolutely does. Jess Hilarious just testified to the fact that certain song or artist or their songs put her son in a mood. And she described it as down. Another word for it is depressed. So this will be the last thing that I say. Jess began this little dialogue with D1, asking the question, hey, what would you say to my son? And then she went into the whole thing about the music and the influence and stuff like that. If I had the opportunity to pour into your son, Jess, here's what I would say. Number one, you are destined for greatness, young man. There's greatness on the inside of you, so be careful who you give your attention to. Nobody has greatness inside of them just for them. It's for other people. It's a gift. And I want you to use that gift. I want you to give that gift away so that other people's lives can be better. It's inside of you, but it doesn't need to stay inside of you. The only way that it comes out is when you rise to the occasion, when you accept challenge and you take them head on and you better yourself. What D1 said in regards to death and life being in the power of the tongue, it's not just the words that you say. It is the words that you say, but not just the words you say. It's also the words that you hear. And so what your mom described in this video in regards to how you feel after you hear those words, that's not something that's good, or that's not something that is going to help to bring the greatness out of you. It actually suppresses the greatness. And I don't want it to be suppressed. I want it to be expressed. It's going to make your life better and the lives of those around you better. It may not make as much sense now because you're young, but as you get older, you'll see that there are people in desperate need of the greatness that's inside of you, my friend.